you too. How we doing this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day that the Lord has made? I will rejoice and be glad in it. But it's stinking early. You know how that goes. But yeah, I'm just gonna come on for a few minutes this morning, and one just to say thank you. Um, when I started this journey, I didn't know. Now I know. Hey man, keep on going. You can do it. the The world's yours. Right now, I'm presently 913, 913 in the friends category. 913. We are barreling down. We're coming real close. Good morning. Good morning. We're coming real close to the 1,000 friends position. And I say it all the time, and uh, y'all be getting on me. Stop mentioning that person name. But yo, if it wasn't for the fact that a certain person, I was in their live, said, "Hey, how you doing? Are you a content creator?" And my dumb behind said, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm a content creator. I make content for myself, my wife, and my son." And from that point, I've just, yeah, I'm nine. I was before I went back to sleep. I was 9:15, and you know how YouTube do. YouTube, they got to come in and rip your dreams right out of your gut. Rip your dream. Hold on one second. I gotta do my pre-trip. Oh, good morning. It's a cruise life. How you doing? Pre-trip. Continue. Tractor. Hold on, guys. I gotta do this trucking thing. 272 926 tractor. Bam. Trailer. You think I would remember my trailer by now? Oh, 52543. 52543. And okay, let's get back to. I really. It's a cruise life. Let's see. I'm about to look you up. See if we're friends. We should be. Everybody come pop on mine. I'm always looking for new friends. Hey, I'm at this point. I, I I'm looking for. I'm always gonna be looking for new friends to get past that 1,000 and keep going. You know, the thing that we kind of mess up with is we, once you hit that 1,000 mark. I mean, this is just my opinion. I'm not a professional. As you can see, I don't know what I'm doing, but I have fun doing it. Um, you have to at that once you hit that 1,000 mark, you got to see, you got to figure out your niche, because a lot of times where, hey, follow me or follow you. I know we ain't supposed to say that or ain't supposed to do that, but and I get I get the new I get the new people, like people that have spotted me but don't come back type deal. And uh, I need to work on that. I said it before. I'll say it again. I have the Lowe's men Those are the ones that come to my channel, especially for lawn my when I'm destruction of the grass and all that stuff. You know, those guys come to my channel. See here, where we at here? Oh, there we go. I get that channel a lot, so I got to work on bringing people back. That's that's the next that's the next chapter. I'm not a multitasker, you know. Hey, Mike, I just popped on for a little while. I done got the bug now. I'm getting close to the 1,000 mark. Um, what I also done is I contacted. Like I said, I finally actually pulled the trigger on it. On Bias LLC, and I ordered two shirts, and then in a couple of weeks I'm ordered two more shirts. I'm gonna do like a little giveaway, and uh, I want to do like little things like that. I got to get in the habit of doing that, because once you get to that point, um, this this YouTube thing is kind of giving me a purpose. When you're on the road like I am, it I it can be depressing. You can get down on yourself. You can not want to do nothing. But when you schedule a live or whatever, it makes me get up. It makes me, because I'm on a dedicated route. I could have stayed in the bed for another 4 or 5 hours before would need to get on the road. It makes me get up. It makes me want to wake up. It makes me want, and it's actually been therapeutic. It's literally been therapeutic, because I've noticed on some channels, especially a lot of times the and again, this is not attack, but I see it on a lot of the cruise channels. They You're saying the same thing over and over. Pick something else. You know, make me want to come back to your channel. Make me want to figure out, because I do. We've been doing some land-based adventures, but I love cruising. Uh, my wife is getting a little tired, and I know the reason why, because she doesn't want to relinquish Carnival. Um, and I don't think personally, in my opinion, Carnival is going to get any better until those billions of dollars are paid for, and then they're going to start um, putting more into stuff. Like, I'll give an example. I noticed that the food quality has went down, and I mean, just like the last boat we was on was the Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras was a whole lot better than the celebration, and the only reason for that was that it's usually what happens with new boats. Um, they've got they they've gotten into the swing of things. They've gotten into a a regular, setup. When you're new, everybody's running around like chicken with the head cut off. But I noticed that the food quality, like, the smaller boats on Carnival, the breakfasts and stuff like that, switch up. There's different things. Um, Once COVID started to die down and people went back on the boats, it's the same breakfast, the same regular schmegular stuff. And you know uh the sausage had no flavor. I mean, you could tell, okay, you don't went the cheap route. And it's just things like that. And I see she's getting tired. I was trying to get her to get on Virgin Voyages, but she thinks, she thinks um it's Virgin Voyages is a boat for young people. and it's not a boat for us. And she thinks that she's gonna lose me to some floozy on. I'm not saying she said that, but I know her. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? I'm happy with I'm ecstatic. I wouldn't have or be doing the thing that I do without you. And I love. I'm in love with her. You know what I'm saying. But she thinks I'm gonna be, and I'm thinking Virgin Voyages because a lot of the stuff on Virgin Voyages they work out. They have a lot of like even on the decks they got punching bags, and she loves that exercise. I mean, she just loves it. Wears me the heck out. Makes me aggravated. But and they have like all these different restaurants, and I want to do more Royal Caribbean, but I'm afraid because boy, I thought I lost my mind on the XL class of Carnival, but Royal Caribbean is bigger than that, you know, and I got no problem. We set our stuff up. We set our stuff up years in advance. Like right now, I'm not. I'm technically struggling, but I'm technically not. I'm just making sure that I'm putting money towards this next cruise, so it isn't a burden, that I have to slap on a credit card at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? And like I put out there for like the Mardi Gras and the celebration. There's something on the fourth floor. Do a review of that. I think it's a family, like the families. It's a family floor or whatever. There's something on there. And if you're a content creator, you can ask, hey, can I, film? Can I look around? All they're gonna do is say no. All they're gonna do is say no. Come up with stories about, yeah, there's kids, but sometimes the ratchetness of these daggone kids. I remember when we was on the celebration, these kids are ratchet, man. And I tell the story that me and the missus, we were, it was late night. We was walking the deck trying to be romantic, and all you heard was, kids running around like they had lost their mind. And any other time, 10, 11 o'clock at night, y'all behind should have been in the bed. But then it just makes me look like, well, wait a minute, hold up. No, hold up nothing. You need to get a hold of your child. And then during the day, you know, that's why people are complaining about and it should be brought up. This is another conversation. What was that? Scarlet Lady, Virgin Voyages, about how small the pools are. Because no adult, and you're telling, yeah, I'm going to get in the pool. No adults are getting in them daggone pools. Because on all these other boats, them daggone kids, they all over the place. And when you get into, I don't know about you guys, but I remember being in a public pool, because you know what you did in that pool. I didn't see nobody get up and go to the bathroom. But you got all these little children in there, and you think you're going to get under the water and try to swim? Ain't nobody doing that. And if you notice, you could smell the chlorine. You could smell the chlorine, but on these boats, you don't smell the daggone thing. That's nasty. I think I caught a whiff of one. I don't know if it's the Mardi Gras or the celebration, going past one, and Charles just smelled it too. He's like, hey, you smell the chlorine? Wait, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Somebody messed up. But I mean, these are the conversations. Maybe the conversation of I'm trying to come up with ideas for you guys, and I don't want it to sound like they're negative, but these things need to be talked about. Like I remember there was a these guys were content creators for Cruise Line. You could tell they were bashing Carnival, and oh, there's no place to wash your hands. And I went through and I counted the hand washing stations. I counted all the sanitizers, in certain areas. And look, you're saying that nobody was. No, they're there, but these people don't wash their hands. You see. That's why they have that the norovirus and stuff like. You see, just when and again, it's a cruise. Like, just next time you're on a boat, just grab your cup of coffee and sit down near one of the wash stations and just notice what I know. 'Cause I did it. I was like, I'm just gonna hang around right here and watch. You got these lines out the wazoo to go eat. And I'm saying, yeah, some of them might have, okay, we're in the, you're in your suite or in your room to wash your hands. But guess what? You're walking up the stairs, you're grabbing the balcony, you're walking in the elevator, you're touching stuff. But now you're going to grab the food. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going to grab the handles that a couple of thousand people are handling, but you can't go near the wash station. These are things that people need to talk about. And then you wonder why we got the norovirus. We wonder why it took so long for the corona to calm down. I mean, just these things. People don't talk about it. You want to get other people to cruise. Tell them, look, man, you could get you could book a cruise dang near 2 years out and get on do a payment plan, not a payment plan, but you could send them money and pay that thing off. Next thing you know, it's paid off. People think, oh, I got to save up. I got to put all this money. Non-cruisers don't know this stuff. Or you could get you, uh, a travel agent. That travel agent, that's their job. You can make payments to them. You got to watch and you got to watch these YouTube travel agents. I did one. I'm still not gonna say the name. They were African American. They got a big following and treated us like crap. I wanted to go upside his head, but then I was like, look, I'll get kicked off the boat. Do you see what I'm saying? You could have these things. It could be say, look, warning. This needs to be said. Have something that's going, and it's with um, any of your YouTube stuff that's going to bring people back. I thought I was the crazy one when I said, wait a minute, I like watching people mow lawns. There's a genre out there for that mess. There's a genre out there because I know it's dark when y'all see me driving. There's a genre out there for this. I got 15 subscribers yesterday by just putting the phone on the mount or holding it. And I just holding my phone. I hit the record. I'm looking straight ahead. I'm not looking at the phone. I'm looking straight ahead. And I count to 15. I count to 15. I do a recording of trucks passing me because, I'm on the back road. I'm doing like 57, 58 right now. But I'm on the back road. Wait, hold on. Oh, I was wondering why my lights are so dark. I'm on the back road, but and I have a governor, so I can't be speeding in that lane anyway. I'll get cussed out. But I have a certain set of music. Um, I love they're called two cellos. They're from somewhere in Europe, but they get down on the cello. And there's certain songs that they play, man. People check it out. One of them is smooth. Smooth criminal or criminal something of Michael Jackson. And I just run it. And next thing you know, I'm getting more and more people. I can't wait to say every time I say it and the sun come up. and I'm driving, I get no truck on to pass me. Then I be slowing down, say, hey, pass me so I can do a video of you. You know, they don't even do it. I'm like, you mother effers, you're messing up my thing. And I also, just to jump, I'm jumping all over the place because it's morning. I'm trying to wake up. What to expect? But I got one person said last night, hey, brother, you got a long name. That's the whole idea. People, I came up with that because uh, it's funny. I came up with that because they were like, wow, can't stop walking but love more than cruising because it makes you say the whole name. They be mess. A lot of people be messing it up. I be cracking up when I'm listening. Listening in. But you got to make yourself relevant. I'm not talking shucking and jiving, but make yourself relevant. Make yourself. That's why, like right now, I'm pushing to do something every day, and it's rough because normally I'd be like, I got the weekend off. I got the weekend off. You know, um, but make yourself relevant. Make you want people to come back to your channel. Make yourself want people to engage. You know what I'm saying? Because once you make it past that point, once you make it past that point of the 1,000 discs and the 4,000, or that 4,000 hours is rough. They still snatching me. I'm like, I was at 1850. Next thing I wake up, I'm 1845. I'm like, come on. But make yourself relevant. Find out what works for you, and then always be the lookout for what else is going to work. What's going to keep these people coming to me? You know, I I think later on, maybe later on today, I'm gonna do a video and practice with my gimbal. Paid 160, 170 for this thing, to hold my phone and go. I get aggravated with it, but I need to practice with it. See if I can come up and figure it out. These are the things that people want to do because I know I'm not the only one that gets frustrated with that daggone thing. I know I'm not. You know. Okay, where are we at here? I don't want to pass by the turn. Where the Lord Jesus? I'm trying to figure where the heck am I? You know. Well, it's dark, so that's what I get. So you know where I'm coming from. But and I hope I didn't scare off the cruising. But I didn't want. I don't want you to think I'm being negative. A lot of times I come across sounding negative, but sometimes some stuff need to be said. You got them analytics ain't no joke. I didn't even realize that my with that's still running in the background. That people are checking out the rooms that I stayed on the Mardi Gras, the rooms that I stayed on the celebration. I did a room review. They're still checking that stuff out. And see, when you get once you get to that point, that's going to be relevant because that's working for you in the background. So we have to get these certain videos that keep on pressing forward. I haven't had a chance to get home and work on my lawnmowers. I gotta order some parts uh, for my Toro Greensmaster 1000. Because I bought it salvage where they just It was a parts mower and took stuff off of it, and I want to put it back on there and clean it up. I don't know if I want to keep it or sell it. Um, I might just sell it for not not a exorbitant amount of money, but maybe $800 or something like that, so I can make room. I'm running out of room in my garage. um, with my repair stuff, I found there's like this little square cart that lowers all the way down to the ground, and then you could put stuff on it, like again, like one of my lawnmowers. I could put it and bring it up to level where I don't have to be sitting on the floor all the daggone time. That's one thing I'm looking at. Another thing, because yes, I'm all over the place. Another thing, I just got a quote back. I did two quotes. Um, I'm trying to get my driveway to look a lot better. It looks like crap, but it's from years of you know being worn down. Um, to get the whole, to get half of the driveway, the bottom part, that's 6 grand. Um, to get it replaced, it's 5,700 and some odd dollars. I mean, to get it resurfaced, I'm looking into that, but I can't do that yet because the wife wants me to do the retaining wall first. So when I get home on my freaking birthday, y'all know I ain't gonna be sober. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just, I think I'm just, gonna have me a few drinks, celebrate, clean, maybe cut the lawn, make a video. Uh, but I got a guy coming over, and we're gonna talk about replacing my retaining wall. She don't want wood. She wants the real expensive stuff like rock or brick. I- You know, I just I don't want the I got the railroad ties right now, but that Creole, so it poisons the ground. And right now, there's nothing but snakes in there. I'm not telling her that, but there's snakes in that daggone. It's old. It's decayed. It's you know it's rotted out. A lot of them are rotted out. It's time for that to get pulled out and rebuilt. And then I need, like 1 or 2 layers of wood, brick, or whatever higher than the ground, because when it rains or storms, man, that becomes a waterfall. So I get runoff from the neighbor. I don't want that. I want that fixed. I mean, it's not going away. I just want it pushed to the end of my driveway where I'm going to make a bigger. I'm gonna have a bigger runoff, a bigger what you call what do you call it? A bigger way, a way for that water to go down without eroding half my backyard. I should have did a before and after, but my backyard has 20 years of erosion, and I did a video, but a lot of it was shorts. I did a video of I manually moved 18 tons. With 18 tons is one load, is one load of dirt from a dump truck, and I filled in the valley where all of that erosion had took place. And but it's starting to come back. It's starting to do it again because mm, all the houses on our side of were never graded correctly. They didn't set up a runoff. They didn't do nothing like that. So that's why my front lawn, I didn't have. That's why it's taken me years to get a topsoil back on there because it all eroded away. Every time a strong rain would come, it would just it would just wash away the top level of my lawn. So now I've got, I've figured stuff out, set stuff up that, okay, I got to divert it this way, got to do this. And that's where a lot of, see, I hate that. And again, not an attack, but you women don't understand. It's in our nature as men to try to figure out that manly stuff out. And I'm like, this is my wife's. It's my wife's house. It's my queen. This is our castle. I can't have it looking like this. And I remember, I remember when we first moved there was nothing in that garage. Man, I'm running out of room for, and I had been doing battle ever since. And I didn't have it's funny. You think you had a purpose, but I didn't have a purpose in life until I started becoming a DIYer. And that has become so much freaking fun for me. And I'll leave it at that because I'm going to be talking about that next week. But becoming a DIYer. One of the other things is I'm going to be probably after this run. I need to start coming home every maybe. I'm not going to say 2 weeks, but at least until the new year, maybe every 3 weeks. Other than in December, because we're going to New Orleans. We're going to New Orleans, and that's another thing. That you know I call them adventures, and it's when you're with that person that you, regardless of the situations, that's the one you want to be with. It makes it so much. Makes it so much more. It makes it fun. It doesn't make it aggravating. It doesn't make it you know strenuous or whatever. It makes it fun. And you know we get to this point that we kind of misconstrue that, or forget what having fun really is, or having fun. You forget how to have fun. You know, and having fun for one person is a whole lot different than another. My wife, she loves them mushy gushy romantic stories. She reads tons of them. I mean, I say tons of them, and that's why I really enjoy when I find something that I know she's going to like and use. And one of them was that the iPad, where she gets and reads this stuff. Man, please. I find I have fun looking for that stuff. And with you women, she did with the pocketbooks. Because I'm on the road, and it's a crying shame because they're starting to shut them down. The outlet malls, because I would find Michael Kors or Coach bags, and I done got into science now. And I'm like, yeah, and she got that one, she got this one, got that one, got this one, got that one, and then I'll get her a new one. Try to get her two each year. And there's one. I'm upgrading. I'm going to the next level. You can only get them in Macy's, but I'm looking for it's a different kind of pocketbook. And they, when I walk in the store, they look at me like, I'm walking in all smelling like behind, and I'm like I'm a homeless or whatever. But I got credit, a wallet full of credit cards looking to buy, and they don't pay me no mind, and it's freaking hilarious. And I'm not trying. I'm a truck driver. What y'all want? What the heck? Like, you'd be hoping when you get something they use it, a lot of times they put it up on the shelf, and that's the end of it. And you'd be like, man, I paid all that money, and that's all I get. Jeffro, you know, nah, she used the crap out of that thing, and that is that's a wonderful feeling. So it sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm on a backwards country road. Country road, take me home. Man, I think I need to pull over before I get in an accident. I lost the signal, and it, what the what the heck? But we're just gonna be in the dark for a minute. And I hope apologize about that. But I'm on this backwards country road. Um, but it just makes it more enjoyable. You know, the reason I stay out here longer is for because we're going places and doing things and stuff like that. But I'm starting to physically not like it being on the road for so long. It kind of messes with you. You know what I mean? It messes with you. It becomes depressing and everything else. You know what the heck? Yeah, I think that's better. We'll start there. But again, it's time to start putting it in the overdrive. I'm getting to the point where once I get past 1,000 mark, well, I might have to be on here every day to work on these hours, to get these hours going, to make the videos that are pulling people in my direction. Again, I got to get on to the what you call it, the my analytics, and start studying them even harder. Someone had mentioned on live this evening about Miss B, Make This Go Viral LLC. She's teaching, and people are listening, people are understanding. And one of the things she says is check your analytics, man. Your analytics are your life. What are people wanting? What are people wanting out of you? It could be anything. It could be my life. The missus was on there for the hyper again, and I've started yelling and screaming. But the normal people that come to my lives, they know I build up because I get passionate about one conversation or one situation. I get passionate, but then once I reach the peak of this conversation, that means I'm almost done for the day. I'm about to shut it down because it comes to the the syndrome. How many grits? It comes to that situation because I done burnt myself out. I done reached the peak and ain't got nothing else to say. I done I done said what I had to say. Well, you're yelling. No, I'm just passionate. We just get real passionate around here. That's all it is. Just passionate. Y'all ain't really heard me yell yet. you know, we want to be heard. You know, there was one thing I heard because you know, we've got all these levels of manhood and manliness and man, only a manly man because we're men and men and man because the man's man because you can't tell me about being a man because you're not a man. You can't tell me about being a man because you're not a man. But guess what? A lot of us are brought up without a father in our life. My father was around, but he really wasn't around. He didn't teach me, he didn't teach me what I needed to know because he was doing wrong. That's a generational curse. You know, look at you. Just think about it. Even in slavery, generational curses all the way back. Well, you can't talk about slavery because that makes me feel funny. That hurts my feelings. Really? I can hurt your feelings without even talking about slavery. Really? I mean, really? You see what I'm saying? Let it go. But back to what the subject. We've got all these levels of manly man and manless man because I'm a man. I'm beat my chest and man, give me a freaking break. Give me a break. And I noticed that on all these lives, instead of and again, Mike could tell you I got to start getting back in my lane. I get out of my lane, getting my feelings hurt. But I notice a lot of these, there's certain characters that they quiet for a minute and they're analyzing what you're saying, and then they're on the attack and not listening to what the heck you're saying, not listening to understand what you're trying to get involved. No, let me say, if this is what you're trying to say. But no, they want to make you look like a fool or like a dang walking, talking idiot, and it's not the point. That's not the point of the situation. It shouldn't be an attack on the attack or being the attacker. But this is how we do. This is how we were mentally brainwashed from day one that we're going to attack each brother that comes in and gives their opinion. We can agree to disagree, but that's not the point of the thing. The thing is that you're subconsciously attacking me and you don't even realize it. That's why a lot of times when I go on these people lives, I say what I gotta say and deuces, I'm out. I just wanted to say that having that wait a minute, no, bloop. Because we're so quick to attack and you don't even realize because the man all the way back, I got to go all the way back. We got to keep us divided. We got to keep us divided. That's why there's such a thing as colorism. We keep each other divided. Because you think because I'm light skinned, I'm better than you. You think that. I don't think it. You think because I got, hazel eyes that turn green that I think I'm better than you. I think no, I'm blind as a freaking bat. I can't see nothing. I had to tell my wife and my girlfriend at the time. I said, I said, let me tell you one thing. It's a turn off for me, and it will make me walk away from don't say nothing about my eyes. Oh, but babe, let me tell you, don't do it. She doesn't. She just says you're beautiful, and I really enjoy. I really like. And do you see what I'm saying? We're so quick. We're so quick, and you don't realize that I'm not the one. I'm actually a good arguer. I can really throw it down, but I hold back. I don't want to argue. I like being the goofy. I like being laugh. That's why like what's the name? I tell you, I get up and I start when I start going off the deep end, and they'll be in the chat giggling. Oh Lord, get the earphones. He's about to start. But some people come back for that mess. And guess what? That's why I always say, do you, boo boo. I'm gonna be me. Be me. Because it's all I know how to be. I'm all in my feelings this weekend because normally I go home I go through the when I say go through the yard, that means my home terminal is in the same town where I live. I could go through the yard, go home for the night, cut the lawn, make a video or two, and then keep on going. And see, I have Bermuda grass that needs to be cut a lot. But lately, it's been one freaking. I'm cutting it once a month, and it's looking like like major destruction on my property, and it's so freaking depressing. It's so. Oh my God, it's so depressing. But you know, Lord, the sun's starting to come on. I could see the sun is starting to peak. It's not peak, but what I mean. It's getting lighter. It was like midnight black, midnight blue out here in a minute, before. But you know, and again, we're on this, in our talks or whatever. You guys have become, you guys have become a free couch counseling. I get to just flap off and release some old. You know how you really know you're thinking, oh, I'm fully healed and I'm healed and I'm doing this and I'm doing that with my life. And I realized that ever since I started doing YouTube, man, I ain't healed shit. Let's see. Hold on. Uh, Camera. I'm on these back roads. It knocked me the freaking heck out. Let's see here. It knocked me out. There we go. I'm on these back roads, and it knocked that. It reset. It kicked me out of my own life. And I'm like, yo, what the heck? Hey, it's a cruise life. Do me a favor. Look on the bottom of the ticker there and drop your hashtag can't stop, and you drop your link, and people, we'll check you out. You know, we'll check out. No apostrophe, but just drop link hashtag can't stop. I'm and let us know when it's okay. Let us know when you dropping any videos. Do you do any lives or anything like that? Let us know. We try to hang in in this live. We try to help people out. I can. You see, I do look at the at minutes because of that. Unless y'all want to have a live video of me hitting, going, flipping, and going to the woods, losing my job. Well, I don't want to do that. I'd be complaining about this driving, but I kind of, this is a means to the end. I get to go on cruises because I'm a truck driver. I get to stuff my face on vacation because I'm a truck driver. I get to the zip line. That's a, I get the zip line. I get to Costa Rica. I get to do these things. I'm with the Death Sanders territory for my birthday. I get to do these things because I'm a truck driver. So I don't complain. I'm not yeah, I'm actually going to complain so my head doesn't explode. But you see what I'm saying? And I'm going to get out there, be positive as much as I can without busting a blood vessel. But if you guys want to drop your link, hashtag can't stop, we share you out, help you out, hit me up, hey, I got nothing to do. I'll check the channel out. That's how we do. That's how we do around here. We got to say that southern twang. That's how we doing around here. You're like, what the heck you say? Shakalaka like Shaquille O'Neal. Shakaka. Boy, I'll be happy when I get on the interstate. I'm not sick of these back roads, man. you know, uh, I'm not sick of these back roads. But you know, and if I could say anything, it's always reach one, teach one. If I can learn something from you, I'm gonna learn it. Look, how are you getting folks? How are you keeping them? How what are you doing? Um, like everybody's got these names, and I forgot I actually had one. Uneducated lawn nuts. I'm gonna call y'all lawn nuts. But if I ever lawn nuts, like these nuts, but lawn nuts. Oh boy, I'm so pathetic. Help me, Jesus. Oh boy, man, I remember years ago how miserable I was out here. And you got these folks that I don't need nobody. I could do just fine by myself. Stop lying to yourself. We all need somebody. It's like that song. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. Shoot, man, there's been a whole lot of unknown spots. But this is one thing. I barreled through it and forgot to even get back to the subject. There's a lady that says a lady that said, I think she's on TikTok. She says her husband, because she realized what she was doing. Um, we she said on a second date, she said to her husband, um, you know, I have all these alpha males, hitting on me. You want to date me and everything else. Why are you not chasing me like they're chasing me? And her future husband said this. He said, look, I'm not an alpha male. I'm a masculine male. And you see, this is what we got all these new fangled names for these nut jobs. Well, I'm a cis, and you're a cis this, and like a disease, a cyst. Like a swollen thing of extra, cells that made a pus. You're calling me something like that because I'm a male, and my wife is a female, but you're a no, uh, you know, trans trans men can have, no, you're a woman trying to be a man, but you still have the body parts of a freaking woman. Come on, man. You're trying to change words around. You're trying to change Webster's dictionary because because so we don't hurt your feelings, and you vote for us, so we're gonna push this narrative, and then wonder why we can't keep office, and wonder why we can't figure stuff out because you're worrying about that crap. But back to the story, the woman, the guy says, man, so and so, I'm a masculine man. I don't stand in front of these alpha males because the alpha males are hunters. They're not keepers. As a masculine man, I'm a keeper. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to be there for you when you need me. I'm going to be there for you when you're crying. I'm going to be there for you when, you know, when the masculine, when the alpha male is going to take off. Guys, with the high beam, I'm gonna be there when you see what I'm saying. And see, you be wondering all men are like this. It's because no, you're choosing these alpha males because I've never met an alpha male that wasn't a dick. I've never met an alpha male that wasn't an asshole. My father was an alpha male. That's why I never wanted to be one, and I'm not ever gonna be one. I have the potential, but I don't want to be one because my father was one, and he was an asshole. Because he said the guy was like, I wait for them to blow all that gas out. They're blowhards. You know what I'm saying? And if we had more men that would write books and say this is what it means to be a man, this is what standing up and doing this and doing the right thing. You know, teach one. We don't do that. We don't act like that. You know, the only time we learn is just like right now. Like a lot of times, you've got people. Yes, I'm throwing stuff out there, see what sticks, or whatever how you can say it. But there's something it's something because I'm telling you what I done been through, and I go to other people's channel and I hear what they done been through, and that's how we used to learn. You know, that's how we used to learn. It passed down from generation to generation. You sit out there with grandpa or your pops while they were whittling on the porch and giving you sound advice. Hey boy, don't do that. Hey, don't say that. Don't that's not about you. You ain't about nothing with that. You know, we need to get back to that. Figure it out. You know, but we done reached the point that most people know about. We done got to that. We done got to that point. I just want to say thank you for hanging in there. I got everybody else that moved on to greener pastures. Thanks you for the last two folks that's hung in there and listened to me. Appreciate you. Thank you for the people that's gonna come in on the remix. We working. We're working hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. you know, appreciate you. God bless you. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, always know that I love you and God loves you too. Guys, y'all have a blessed, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Gonna figure out what can I do for tomorrow, manana. Take it easy. Deuces. Hey, Urban Garden Chronicles be out on later on today. Check her out. I I love the conversations. You know what I mean? Check her out later on this morning. All right, later, guys. Deuces.